Hello and welcome, everyone. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. Feels like I'm like darker, which is weird. But anyways, I hope damn, I'm too late for the colors. Heck yeah. Um, Axel, does this look golden enough for you? Is it nice and golden?
I mean, I don't know if it's like actually the light or just the color on the screen. On the screen, it looks a little too reddish, I think, for
Too
golden.
red? Well, I got this.
Yeah, Axel also says it's a bit too red. Yeah, I think this is more golden.
There you go. It's officially golden now. All right. Okay. Well, anyways, welcome in everybody. Capcan, how you doing? Axel. Pumpkin Space, what's up, Changlini? Changlini was so quick. Changlini was here literally a couple seconds after I set the countdown going. What's up, Sublustrous?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chinglin was already lurking because they also minutes after I cross-posted the new blog to Reddit, they had already copied the text and posted it as a reply.
Yeah.
So they seem to have been waiting.
They've been waiting. Alrighty. Well, cool. Well, welcome in everybody. It's good to have you all here. Lou, what's up? Ranker, good to see you all here in this stream today. We are going to be playing some more Humankind. We're going to be continuing on. We're currently the Venetians, turn 181. We're going to be seeing if we can complete all of the challenges for the Da Vinci event in one singular game. Who knows?
I mean, I think
we can do it.
We were on track.
Let's hop over into the game screen and get started here real quick. I've zoomed in our camera a little bit. I think I might scoot it up a little bit. I'm trying out a little bit more of a zoomed look so that we're a little bit bigger in the screen.
So yeah, we can see we have already achieved one of the challenges, science and industry. Flight of Birds, we didn't quite get to the industrial era yet, so that's why we haven't achieved it yet. And Machines of War, yeah, we're working on that. We destroyed 2, but obviously it wasn't, our war didn't last long enough to destroy more because our trebuchets, even though they are the superior siege engine, were a little outdated compared to the defenses, I guess. And it took us, oh god, how much? It took us like 4 or 5 shots.
4 or 5 shots to take
down one district, and that was a bit too much. So we need bigger guns.
We do need bigger guns, and we also got a little bit unlucky with losing several of our trebuchets quite early.
Well, I mean,
to some sneaky attacks.
You'd say that was unlucky. I say that was just as planned, because when they attack our trebuchets, they're not attacking our actually valuable units.
That's true. We didn't lose a single unit in that battle. If you'd like to see this, you can go back and watch the VOD. It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
It was a good battle.
Yeah.
And yeah, La Serenisima, obviously we haven't finished that one yet because it's literally the one you get when you finish the game.
Yes.
So obviously we can't have gotten that one yet. The Wood Passion, 3 out of 4.
We're close.
And the 6 cultural eras, yeah, I think we're in era 4. We haven't claimed the era 4.
We haven't gotten the 4th one yet.
But we're on track there as well, so let's hop back into it.
Let's get it.
And in the meantime, while the game is loading, I guess I could mention again because I hinted at it. But yes, a new post about what's coming in the next update went live. Oh, I think an hour ago, roughly.
Yeah, it'd be roughly an hour ago. We had some posts on the socials about it, so you might have seen those already. I've been occupied, so I haven't seen any comments on them yet. But yeah, definitely go check that out over.
It's all about quality of life improvements, and there's some really nice stuff in there. And I'm going to try to remember what is in there, but it's going to take me a moment because there's more quality of life stuff coming next week that we're previewing, so I need to try to remember what was the stuff that is actually in this week and not next week.
Maybe
so
Dark Arrow can link the blog for us in the chat.
One of the things that's in there that I definitely remember is this stability tooltip will now, in the output where it now says settled, when you have a lot of stability, it will say like, oh, you have a 110 point surplus or something, so you don't have to be like, how much does this add up to, and how much does this add up to be like, oh, I can afford to build like 10 more districts and still be at 100%. No, it just tells you you're this much over or you're this much under.
I can't be bothered to do that type of math.
Yeah. And the other one, the other one is even better. Now, when you have infrastructures like
Oh,
this
yeah.
one plus 3 food and harbor, there will be a line at the bottom that says, "Yeah, you have like 6 harbors, so that's 18 food." It just does the math for you.
I mean, I
Yeah.
really need these things. I think I think these quality of life changes were just made for me because literally all of them I'm just like, oh yeah, like that would be really nice.
And some of them, it's like it'll also show them like here, and so it can be like, if we build like a new
Maker
square here and it says 28, and then we'd have like the what's it called, the lumberyard, for example, as an option still, and hadn't built it yet. We could hover over the lumberyard, and maybe the lumberyard is like, oh, but you have a lot of forest, so this one actually gives you plus 40, and then we'd be like, yeah, of course I built a lumberyard first.
So can you check past infrastructures and see
Yes,
how their
yes, when you
totals
go-
increase?
When you go here, it'll also say you're
Interesting.
currently getting this much.
Okay, very very cool.
And another one that will be probably popular is the city renovations, because we get a lot of people being like, oh, we're in like the industrial era now. Why is our capital still this ancient era palace?
It's a cool looking palace, but
It's a cool looking palace, but it doesn't have central heating or anything.
no HVAC.
So now there will be a construction you can do here that is like renovate administrative center, or I don't remember the name. And then
Is it going to cost any industry to do that, or is it
I
just
think it
cosmetic?
costs one industry, so that it nominally, because zero cost breaks things.
Yeah.
But and then it's a construction here, because then you can also choose like, oh, I want to renovate this one over here, but not this one.
Makes sense.
Instead of just having a blanket renovation.
Maybe you keep some nice national
Yeah,
treasures.
exactly. Maybe you want to keep some because, oh, this is our heritage. We want to keep one of them, not bulldoze all of them.
Right. I mean, in the United States, we just bulldoze everything pretty much and just make new ones.
May I make a terrible joke?
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, you're saying you have historic buildings in the United States? The difference between.
We do have some.
That,
actually.
that's the old joke about the difference between the UK and the US.
Oh, okay.
In the UK, you think 30 miles is a long distance. In the US, you think 300 years is a lot of history.
Yes. Yeah, see, in the US, we have, like, certain monuments and stuff, like, on the East Coast. But see, I'm from the West Coast, and on the West Coast, we don't really have a ton of, like, historical monuments, anything like that. We basically have, maybe some, like, early 1900s houses.
Yeah,
They're like, oh,
the
this
thing
was
that always
here
puts this in perspective for me was when I was younger, and take school trips and stuff like that, or even like with the university, and I was like, oh yeah, we went to see this old castle, and then people from the US were like, what are you talking about, this old castle? Because because for them, the idea of having an actual castle and not a replica of a castle was just like alien, because of course everything in the US is after that era.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's definitely some architecture that's trying to look like it's older.
Yeah, but it is decidedly not, an original castle used for the actual purposes of a castle.
Mm-hmm. The South does Kona. Oh, I also have another question about the patch. Somebody's wondering when it will be released. We don't have an official date yet for the release.
Soon TM.
Yeah.
So I guess I can say like within the next 2 months, but I can't say a specific date yet. So
yeah, and there's still things that are being worked out, things that are being confirmed, bug fixes, testing, and things like that to make sure that when the update rolls out, that it's good. So keep your eyes out. If we'll put an announcement in our socials as always, so you'll know as soon as it's been announced if you're following us on there. Really cool stuff. Honestly, I am super, super happy about all the things that, I mean, again, you'll find out a little bit more next week as well. But I'm very, very happy about all the things that have been added, things that are going to make the game a lot smoother to play.
Right. We did need an Era 4 wonder. How much do we need? We need a way more influence.
Yeah.
So I really need to
start bumping out some influence
stuff. I know that's just
festival.
It's just +2 influence. If it had been like +2 on every administrative center, it might have been worth it. But if it's only +2 in general on the city, then the Bottega is probably better. I'm just wondering where to. Oh well, this does say it's 8 influence. Is this so much influence?
Because it's next to our city.
Oh, it's so much because of the emblematic water bonus.
I see.
I guess we can't put that here because that'll also influence some of our neighbors.
It'll be a dramatic patch. We'll be looking forward to the patch direction. 100%. Yeah. I mean, I've seen all of the all of the quality of life changes, so I don't want to mention it because I feel like I'm going to mention ones that we're going to tell you about next week, but yeah, it's definitely going to change a lot of really important things that people have been asking for, so super cool.
Stick that here because we're not really exploiting this one very much.
I've actually heard some other people having issues with the survey, Sublustrous. I'm gonna have to actually pass along that feedback to the people that are preparing and running that survey, because apparently somebody was having an issue with a certain game. But that was the first thing that I had heard about issues with the survey. If anybody else was having issues, they weren't saying it. And that specific game that they mentioned, I had never heard before, but it wasn't showing up on Steam, so that it's potentially based on a bug, a Steam bug, a bug where Steam's not essentially recognizing that these games exist. I'm not exactly sure how they set up the survey, but I'll definitely pass along that because if there is an issue with the survey and actually just recognizing the games, then we'll definitely need to do something about that because that's a big part of it.
Yeah, there we go. 10 influence here. That's gonna be nice. And then we stick the market quarters next to um the resources because that's a nice chunk of money. Wait.
We do already get a lot of money per turn, though.
Oh, we just unlocked this. The nature reserves. That's gonna be good.
Ooh, I've actually never built any nature reserves.
Duelist. Which city is this? Oh, down here. The nice thing is they exploit everything on the tile, so we get all the resources here, and also they will reduce pollution, which is gonna be important when we start,
Building
polluting infrastructures.
Heck yeah.
But this city, of
Thinking
course,
ahead.
this is not a great city here. We really want to attach that to here, but not for 14k. We need that. Maybe we should actually
check our civics to see if we can
where is that one? Is that land rights? Is it here?
With money.
Yes, that'll shift us a lot over here.
I mean, hey, we'll take that.
And plus we could lean into the mana strategy here.
Honestly, yeah, that actually seems like a really good idea.
And if we then compare to this
extra trader slots,
then I think we might be at the extreme end of that axis.
Let's give it a go.
No, so close.
So close.
In that case, I'm gonna wait until we get something that pushes us, like an event that pushes us one tick over.
Sounds good. I like it. Is there a chance of the patch being available as a beta on Steam?
We can't say yet, because as mentioned, we're still, making testing and bug fixing, and of course, if we want to beta test it, of course, beta tests help finding bugs, but there's a certain level of stability I think that we should expect of a beta test, because if it's like, oh, there's a lot of problems you have with the game, graphical corruption and whatever, then the feedback we get from the beta is less valuable because it's all about the known big issues instead of the stuff that we actually need feedback on.
Yeah, definitely. Hope that answers your question. Is there any of the changes that you've seen from the blog today that's your most favorite or most anticipated? I'm curious what people's most exciting change is going to be.
Your place in history is assured. You have reached the end of an ideology.
Compatibilism.
Yeah, mostly so we don't move away from the axis, because that would be bad for us right now.
Yeah.
Since we still need to reach this one. But we can claim.
Excellent.
Wait, which one did we claim?
The Great Zimbabwe.
Right, for all the sweet money.
For that sweet monies.
Wait, no, this one is medieval. This one would be more money.
plus 50% money on settled city.
And I'm pretty sure our cities are settled because they're at 100%.
So is that on
But-
all of our cities that are settled?
I think so, but I think the one we actually want here in this case might be this one because plus 100 production towards shared projects, holy sites, and cultural wonders. That'll help us build the other two we need.
That's true, and that won't clog up our industry. We do have a lot of industry though. So many luxuries and strategics. I'm drooling. We are the trade.
Oh, look at that! We can just hammer that out in like 4 turns.
Sheesh.
But where should we put it?
Where it looks the cutest, obviously.
But where does it look the best?
I
Because,
don't know. That peninsula down there looks kind of cool.
Here?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or maybe up on the like raised.
The funny thing is, like, technically this is like almost at the South Pole, but like this is like super lush greenery. It's like
It's very green down there. Yeah. It's interesting.
because like if you look at on the other side here is.
It's icy.
Oh wait, actually we should maybe
Ooh, yeah. Put it
like
on the islands.
somewhere where we have like a nice island retreat for our ruler.
Heck yeah. Send him off to the palace to get well.
And then I guess we can on here because that's more influence as well. All right, we have so many of them here. Let me actually fill this in. Because I think if I hold shift, maybe I can place multiple. Yes. That'll help with our influence issues.
Sheesh.
That one maybe not. Oh, but it keeps suggesting that one. Oh no, this still exists, I guess.
Oh, good. Number 1, war support. Number 2, pollution. Number 3, QOF. QOF.
QF?
Pull up the blog.
I mean, maybe it's a typo and it's meant to say QOL because quality of life would make sense.
Yeah, but all of them are like relatively quality of life.
Well, the war support is from last week's blog.
Yeah, that's a good point.
think
Also
it's
additional
all?
quality of life. Quality of fife.
No, we're not giving you a non-aggression pact. We still need to blow up all your districts.
Okay, no worries, 66. Didn't know you can shift click districts. The more you know, Axel, the more you know.
And knowing is half the battle, right?
Exactly.
Or to make an reference that only some of our players might understand, but I know there's probably at least one because we mentioned that franchise I think last week. Information is ammunition. But that is obscure even by the standards of the franchise it's from.
As a player who adores aesthetics in Humankind, city renovations sound great. Honestly, yeah, it seems super cool.
It is a testament to stamina and survivability.
I feel like in a lot of cases.
Ah, yes, now we can.
Oh my gosh, 26 turns of nature reserves.
I mean, it's gonna be fine.
I mean, yeah.
But we may need some other solutions first.
I mean, wait, why can't we use people to finish the
I mean,
nature reserve?
we could.
I just don't see it as an option.
Oh no, I know why. We have, where is it? Ah, here. Paper charter. We have invented the, God-given right to not be worked to death.
Dang it! That's so convenient though when you need to build something.
Both our empires prosper.
That's a real bummer.
But importantly, we can do oil wells now, here and here.
Nature
Yeah,
reserves
so-
are expensive to build, especially when you have lots of anomalies in your regions.
Yeah,
That's
they can be,
sweet,
but
sweet.
we kind of do need the influence. But I think I may try to sneak a farmer's quarter in here first.
And we're not gonna get a culture that has influence.
No, because we need to stay the
Because
Venetians.
we have to stay the Venetians for the rest of the game.
Oh, wait, the military stuff. We're not gonna get the military stuff. We might as well do the Transcendence now.
Seafood, sea power, and all of that with a sea view. One
Oh,
can
right,
do
this is actually
much
the last
with less.
era now. Ooh.
Are there only 5 eras? Did we not get a...
We were already in the industrial. We had already transcended
Oh,
one.
shoot. Does that mean we're going to get all the wonders?
Yes, we can claim older wonders. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Come, take a load.
But hey, we already see some uranium, so we'll be able to just buy that when the time comes.
This is excellent.
And you know, we have plenty of oil as well. Let's maybe get the oil extractors first before all the nature reserves. Just have the nature reserves queued up there to finish at our leisure.
When we get around to it. What's up, Oscar Marquez? Welcome into the stream. How are you
15
doing today?
farmers' quarters. Not sure if I should congratulate you or burp and rub my belly.
Oh man, dude. This narrator, so much sass towards the player.
So much sass.
Oh, +5 money on naval trade route. Yeah, we have a lot of those. Let's get that. You know, actually, let's remove some of them from the queue. Make it a little easier.
Make
to
it a
manage.
little easier.
Have we invented? No, I think. Ah, yeah, we're inventing aeronautics so we can get the airplane stuff,
Ah, very important.
and then we might need to invent some big guns to get the destroy districts.
The boom
stuff.
booms.
Oh. Yes. That is the one point we need, I think.
Can we do? Oh, yeah.
Let's hope that there is enough
Here
innovation
it
Yeah.
is.
to
Yes.
counteract the long hours.
We
Plus
are,
an achievement.
we are an extremist. That's awesome. What's up, Dobry? Welcome in. How's it going?
I think maybe we do want the conscription center as well, just in case somebody attacks us. Actually, I think we're pretty fine as far as... Yeah, they're still in early modern. So we don't need to rush unlocking the wonders, because we're way ahead of the AI.
Our greetings.
And they can't even claim the industrial wonders yet. There. Aksum. We need an aerodrome. Somewhere over here. Yeah, I guess I'll build the aerodrome right next to the pasture. Oh, wait. This one finishes next turn. I want it first because it's more money. Right, electricity. This would be nice, but we definitely need these. Unless we wanted to go straight for the rocket artillery, but that's gonna take some time. Okay, goes through line formation, that's fine.
How do you easily find a tile with a ruin to clean? I always had an issue with that. It has to be something that's been destroyed in the past. I don't know if there's an easy way.
I think it was supposed to. I mean, it's always been supposed to highlight the tiles the same way that when you pick. I can't show it here, but the same way that when you click the nature reserve, it should highlight all the tiles. It should do that for the clear runes as well. It didn't before. I think that's supposed to be fixed with the Vitruvian update. But I can't check if it is fixed because we don't have a ruin to clear here. You down here. Oh, wait. Actually, we did get this one, right? 57k to absorb the city.
Jeez.
But at the same time, yeah, we're there in 3 turns, so I guess we can do that. What are we going to build in the meantime?
That's just crazy that we get 3,400 money per turn.
Yeah, we get a lot of the money.
A lot of the monies. Something that doesn't ruin our. Well, we've
I mean,
already
we got the
gotten it.
challenge. Now
Actually,
we no longer need to worry about it.
that's true. It's you just have to achieve it once, and
But
then we're
I
fine.
think this is probably fine.
Finally got rid of the ancient fridge and the ancient stove occupying the space in the apartment, and 2 mobile phones that were dead. Getting rid of the waste, Axel. Getting rid of it. Did you recycle them? Did you recycle the phones? How do you recycle phones?
Difficult, actually, I think,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of different materials in there that need to be separated.
Yeah, I've actually heard that there's actually quite the business in like recycling the precious metals in electronic devices now, because it's becoming cheaper to pay people to take apart old electronics than it is to buy the
Yeah, and it's like even like
metal.
simple stuff like copper. It's like, when there's old ruins, they like tear out all of the copper wiring because it's so important to recycle that.
Yeah, oh trust. I think I've mentioned Big Trash Day on the stream before, but basically oh my gosh, our stability is going down, down, down. Is that for real?
This should help a lot. +1 per researcher, and then we can just stick a lot of people in research, and that's like 24 free stability. I think it's largely because of this mess down here that the AI produced, and we'll just stick a common squatter somewhere in there, and that should give us a lot of stability here. 30 points.
Honestly, we don't need the industry. We
don't need the 21 industry here. We can just put it on here. Yeah. And
6
I guess
turns.
the other
sheesh.
thing we can do is if I move these guys on. Wait. Probably use the ones that are. Oh wait. Who can we upgrade you into?
Line infantry.
Oh, so we could upgrade all of them into line infantry, I think. Let's see with these guys first.
It's only like 1 turn of money.
So I guess it doesn't matter which one we set there, because now they're all line infantry. So yeah, if we stick one of them on here, then that should give an additional stability bonus from the units. Oh wait. Oh, this is one I don't get very often. Don't remember the unlock conditions for this, but we can either have very powerful militia or just generally stronger units. I think this is more important because it'll help us with the bombardment. It does move us away from, but I guess it also gives us a little bit of stability.
I think we might need the stability a little bit.
Which I don't like, enacting aristocracy instead of becoming more democratic, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do for the bonuses.
The chivos are important.
Exactly. Civilization did not have the Spanish translation on most of their videos. Humankind has Spanish subtitles on all of their videos. In short, Humankind is better, under my overwhelming logic. Y también podemos hablar español aquí. Y no supongo que en los streams de civilización que hablan español, ¿no? También.
The sad part here is, well, we're building the commons quarter now that there's a construction site here, I realized this was actually once a natural modifier that they just built over, and that's why we can't build a natural preserve there anymore.
Interesting.
Also, these are like,
geysers.
Geysers, and somebody built an industry quarter there? What did they just put a turbine on top of the geyser to get free power?
Exactly, this hydroelectric. In serio?
I mean, I think that's very, very roughly speaking, is actually how a lot of places in Iceland get their power.
Yeah.
Because there's the hot water coming out of the ground.
The geothermal powers, it's huge. Pues nadie me mira y piensa que hablo español, ¿no? Porque soy el pelirrojo peligroso. El gringo que... No sé. I don't know. We also también tenemos a Dark Arrow. Dark Arrow is of the Spanish persuasion as well.
Spanish
The
persuasion.
persuasion, yeah. Ooh, that's a tasty harbor right there.
But would the Spanish persuasion is just, usually we joke that he's the Spanish Inquisition.
Exactly. Well.
Nobody expects the Spanish persuasion.
Hmm.
I guess we can be a democratic republic after all.
We're an
We're not-
aristocratic democratic republic.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in a way that is probably for like the UK, because aren't like a lot of people in the House of Lords actually, by title still nobility, even if
Yeah.
they are not necessarily like lording over people, but like they still have the title Earl of whatever,
Sandwich.
for example. I mean, that is a genuine place in the UK, so
Sandwich is a place?
yeah, no, Earl of Sandwich was a genuine person.
I didn't realize this was a thing. I was just talking
And
about.
this is like we don't have a lot of grievances and stuff right now, so I think this is definitely the better one. Even if we don't have a lot of commons quarters, but actually this might make it worthwhile building a lot of more commons quarters, because then the science and money bonuses
With so
fly on
many
it.
cultures and traditions, it takes a lot of voices
Yo soy
to
Colorado.
represent the
Really? Okay, I didn't know that Gringos was specifically you had to have blue eyes and blonde hair. I didn't know this. No sabía. I've always just described myself as the dangerous redhead in Spanish because it rhymes and it's funny to me. But anyways, yeah, so for this big trash day that I've mentioned before, you'll have these big vans of people and they'll go around and pick up like mattresses and big stuff like that. But then if they ever see an appliance on the side of the road, they'll just go by and just snip off the cord. Just go away and snip off the cord. And I assume they're doing it because they're pulling the copper out of the cords or whatever.
Probably. I mean, what? Turn 209, we finally get this one? I think it's tied to how many commons quarters you have, and we didn't have enough before. So even though we have established the labor charter of you can't be worked to death, now our people are like, hey, where do we actually get our slaves from? And I'm like,
What
we
slave?
banished slavery like 100 years ago. What the hell are you people on about?
I mean,
Honestly, Dakar,
In-
you should make a note about that. That I guess the slave civics should be automatically disabled and refunded when you invent labor charter, because having slaves is kind of against having a labor charter.
yeah, actually though, kind of goes against the whole idea.
But yeah, you can get commons quarters that produce a lot of stuff with this, like
Yeah.
industry, influence, and science and money.
Yeah, seriously.
And then if you stack like the different cultures that are like, oh, bonus money on tiles that make money, bonus industry on tiles that make industry, those then apply to the commons quarters as well.
Interesting.
So you get like, yeah, you can see here, even though we only have like +1 bonus from the civic, we get the +3 from the Bottega de Artisti. And if we had Joseon with the bonus on science tiles, that would apply as well. Why does this one say 3 and +1 from? Oh, it's the base output of the
Commons quarters.
of the
Of the
of the
tile.
geyser below the natural
Oh.
modifier. So I guess actually the commons quarters can be very good to exploit multi-resource tiles if you have those civics.
Yeah, that's actually quite cool. I don't think I've taken advantage of the commons quarters very much.
And let me see.
The slave civic is very underwhelming. I don't think I've ever enacted it myself.
It is like the bonuses themselves are very small. As I say, it can become useful if you stack other bonuses that then apply to the tiles producing X.
Right, it's more of like a combining strategy sort
Yeah.
of thing rather
But
than just a strong.
by itself, yes, it definitely does not
independent bonus.
feel impressive by itself.
Interesting. It probably has to do with like not making things snowball super hard.
Possibly, but I think in general, feedback that we get a lot is that a lot of these civics feel underwhelming. Like
I mean, when you're changing your ideology, it does make sense.
Stuff
that-
like this, for example, is like, yeah, sure, it's like half discount, but with how much industry most players get there, like I don't care much about this because I already built them in like one turn, which
Right.
fair enough.
I mean, if you had a lot of garrisons, it might matter.
No obligations of the state.
The luxuries in unique districts overshadow most bonuses.
So do we have more than 5 market quarters in each city?
Yeah. No. I don't know. We've made a several. You could turn on the tile
This
colors.
is definitely more than 5.
Yeah, I was like, you could turn on the tile
Yeah,
colors and we can
where is
see.
it? Here.
Those are pretty yellow.
I think that depending on the angle we look at, the yellow and the green is actually a bit hard to tell apart. And here
Are you colorblind? Maybe
we
just
do
a little
we do mean
to
build
make more
here.
market quarters. That's true.
So I guess in the long run, the +5 on market quarters would be better for us. Which one was that now? Citizenship.
Citizenship. Yeah.
But it would hurt our influence production right now. We need the influence production because we need more wonders.
We do need more wonders.
So let's not enact that right
It's a
now.
wonder that we
It's a
haven't gotten
city
them
so full of
already.
Specialists, but nobody can understand anyone else.
Speaking of laws and governing, I changed my government from a dictatorship to a democracy as Horatio. I did not know that anarchy was a thing. 200 plus hours into that
Yeah.
game. There's anarchy?
Yes, when you change your government, you get anarchy.
Really?
And it can get pretty bad sometimes depending on what happened. Like if you have the what was it called, Penumbra DLC, there's
Mhm.
a way to hack the other player to empower one of their political parties.
Oh.
And I've heard of situations where players got into a position where a party was empowered that didn't have much support, so it tanked their stability, their approval.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a rebellion, and then the rebellion put somebody else in charge who also didn't have much support, so they got another rebellion, and
Oh my
that
gosh.
kept happening for a while until the actual proper party was in power.
See, I think at the beginning of my Endless Space 2 run, I actually had a similar issue where I was like, ooh, there's some cool bonuses with the military leader or something like that. And so I actually voted for the military person. And even though there was overwhelming support for the ecologist party, the military person won. And my people were very upset for as long as it was until
Wait,
the next
Horatio is a
election.
dictatorship, right?
I mean, I didn't understand
Yeah,
what that
and,
was.
and
at the
of
time.
course, at that point, you're not voting for it. You're the dictator. You're just appointing it.
You're just telling, yeah. See, I didn't realize. I was just like, what is the point of like voting for one? Shouldn't it just be based off of the popular vote? Like, because like you could see.
Yeah,
How,
yeah. If it's like a democracy.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand what was happening. So I imposed apparently a military person, and all of my plant-loving Horatios were super upset about it.
Yeah, I think since we have mega scores around here, we might need to build these to offset some of the pollution they'll generate.
Do we know if there's gonna be any videos about the Bolivar update? Because we had a lot of videos.
Actually, I don't know right now.
For that's a great question actually. Es una buena cuestión. Perim Pampun. I don't actually know how to say your name. That was the first time I said it. Peri Pampun. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. So no longer the 20 minutes to complete survey is kind of a lie. Has like 100 questions, long questions with the long answers. Hey, I didn't make the survey, but that is some good feedback that I can give
We
back.
got the biplane.
Woo, baby! We got a biplane. Oh, can we bomb things now?
Yes,
14 spaces.
Yes, but actually no, because when you first build it, it's set on patrol. So we need to turn off the patrol, and then next turn, we can use it to bomb.
Airstrike.
But the problem is,
Oh, look, it's so cute.
next turn,
Can we zoom in
when
on it?
it's no longer patrolling, it's not patrolling, so we don't have vision. So we need a second plane. I mean, we need A lot of planes, I'd argue.
The survey missed one critical thing. When asked about franchises, Dune, out of all things, was missing. You know,
Unacceptable.
unacceptable.
You
I
know,
just turned into Grover from
with
Sesame Street.
with Dune Spice was coming out like a week ago. That really is an oversight. That's a bit weird.
I mean, it's hard to get everything. Having basically went to college for this, creating
I mean,
surveys.
the question really is, what's the service about, like game franchises or sci-fi franchise? Because if it's about sci-fi
it's the
franchises,
endless universe. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, endless universe could be asking about game franchises or sci-fi franchises. That's the thing. And if it's asking about sci-fi franchises, then certainly
What's up, Franklin?
Dune missing when it's all about sci-fi franchises would be weird. If
Yeah,
it's
I don't
about
know.
game franchises, it would be less weird because
Hey, everybody who's given me feedback or given us feedback about the survey, will you DM it to me on Twitter, please?
yeah, so we don't forget about
So
it.
I don't forget about it. I will send this to the people that are in charge of the survey, and they will hear.
But
They will hear
what
what
I
you
mean
have
is,
to
like,
say.
you know, like in a sci-fi franchise, obviously missing Dune would be weird. But in a games franchise, I could understand this because I think work on that survey started before
Yeah, it's
Dune
been in
Spice
the,
was
in the
announced, and then
making.
the latest Dune strategy game was like what, in the 2000s or something.
Yeah, and when you're
Hmm.
developing or making stuff, you can only iterate so many times before you just need to launch it. You
Yeah.
know,
So
games will continue to come out as you're designing your
more industry. Wait,
flat buff for everything.
Sydney Opera House is actually modern era, so we need between these three. Big Ben, more science. Science Power Alliance, not gonna be good with only three
No.
players.
Plus 10% science on capital would
This
be
one-
about 100 extra science, though.
This one would be pretty nice as well, though. 10 money and 10 science per territory in the sphere of influence, because I think we have a pretty decent sphere of... Oh, whoa, no, they completely overwhelmed us over here. So, no, that answers the question. I think it is most likely going to be the Eiffel Tower, so we can build the remaining stuff quickly.
Industry per population.
I mean, it is 10% science on capital. How much science do we make on...
That's not the capital.
right. Oh, no, wait, I looked at the wrong color,
So-
because usually we're blue. No, so
I was gonna
we do
say-
have...
A decent amount. But how many territories? Is that more than 200? Because 10% is 200.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be more than...
It'd have to be 20
Yeah, no,
20
this,
districts.
This is not
or
20
20
territories. So it's either
10%.
It's either Big Ben for the 10%, or it's just the massive industry boost, so we can build stuff quickly.
I mean, how many population do we have, though? It's probably... We have 65 there.
Yeah.
It's just not that consequential as much as the 200 science, though, is it?
Yeah, I think the 200 cents will help more. It's a little hard to tell because there's a bunch of percentage bonuses that would get applied on top of this,
That's a good point.
but it would have to be a lot of percentage bonuses to get up to 200.
Mm-hmm.
So Big Ben it is. And also, you know, I very rarely build Big Ben, so that's... Oh, but that's-
Sci-fi franchises, Axel says.
But it does have to be placed on a river, so we should check if we have a place to put it.
That's a good point. Oh, there's a decent amount of rivers. I think
Yeah.
we'd be fine.
Oh, we could put it somewhere around here, maybe. Yeah.
The big old bin. Big old bin. And here we ingest dust instead of spice. Gotta get that dust.
So I guess no. Strangely enough, the Eiffel Tower doesn't have to be built on a river, but you know, if you think about where the Eiffel Tower is, it is not much further from
It's
the
very
Seine
close.
than Big Ben is from the Thames.
It's probably like, what, like 200 feet from the river?
Not far.
That's not that far. I mean, I just took a river cruise because my in-laws were here, and that was one of the things they wanted to do. Just take a river cruise, and you float right past the Eiffel Tower. It's actually quite picturesque.
Also, I really wish it must be built next to her instead of on the river, because it does look a bit weird. The river just flowing under the heart of the parliament.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that actually is a good note.
I guess, yeah, this is...
Oh, does it divert the river though? Once it's been
No,
built?
they just build
Okay, it
on
just
top
builds
of
on
it.
top of it.
The Ottomans are vexed. Why are you vexed?
Friend, good to see you.
Let's maybe offer some...
What does vexed even mean in this case?
I
don't know because they don't have any grievances.
Fascinate me.
Can you hover over the top
I
little
guess.
exclamation mark thing?
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Oh, it's gone now.
The exclamation mark just means the attitude has changed, and we can see. Let's see.
You have not behaved as a friend should. What do they want from us?
It's like, oh, we're trading, and the alliance strengthens our bonds, but we follow different religions. I guess that's why they're angry.
They depend on access to our resources. We depend on access to their resources.
Yeah, that kind of cancels out, I guess.
Okay.
And also, we build like half of these extractors for them.
Ungrateful. How dare they?
Oh, and we only just invented the biplane like a couple of turns ago, and now we already invented the monoplane and the 4-engine strategic bomber.
Sheesh.
So I guess these
How
can
many
get
years is
upgraded
that?
to monoplanes once we have aluminum.
I mean, it is
if you-
2098.
but also if you think about it in real history, going from
No planes
from-
to
from-
better
from-
planes.
just barely Wright brothers to metal aluminum prop planes, that was a pretty quick development.
Yeah, honestly, relatively speaking, I guess it makes sense.
But yeah, now we can, since this guy's patrolling gives us vision, and now this one can go ahead and.
Can we upgrade it? Does it?
But you see, since it's only a biplane, it doesn't do that much damage.
So we could upgrade it though, right?
We could if we had the aluminum. We need to hook up the aluminum first. Here.
Look it up. It's only 10K.
Wait, do we need 2 aluminum for?
Oh no.
No, we can build them now. So I guess these are just because they're still queued. But actually, we do want the second aluminum because then we can build the actual good bombers.
Strategic bomber.
I'm pretty sure we had another aluminum. Ah, yes, it's up here.
It's gonna be expensive.
Do this. Yeah, it's fine. Because then we can start building the good bombers. And I guess we'll keep this one and maybe we'll move it somewhere else.
I mean, yeah, you can always just upgrade it for money as well. How much does
No,
it cost?
but
to-
it's more about we only have so much space in this.
How much money does it cost to upgrade that? No? Oh, it's only. Oh, that's only the monoplane though.
Yeah, that's the point. This is a fighter. Like you know how you bombed during World War One?
Yeah.
Like literally
flew at the ground and
like
dropped stuff.
like literally dropping grenades, sometimes even just like rocks or something out of the plane.
I mean, hey, if you're high enough, a rock can do some damage.
It's like, some of the earliest firefights with planes were like literally just the dudes had a handgun, so they were just shooting out while flying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point.
Hmm. What else do we need to hook up? I guess we should work towards uranium enrichment. Wait, does dropping nukes on a city count as destroying the fortified districts for the challenge? I don't know. Because that would get 10 districts in a hurry.
Yeah, I don't know. Good question. Una pregunta, la actualización de Bolívar va a ser
Tell me
netamente
what's on
de
your
civilizaciones sudamericanas o se van a filtrar para alguna civilización centroamericana.
My door is always open to talk.
Ninguna comenta. ¿Comento?
Big Ben will give you a
Good
visible
questions,
and
definitely, albeit
official
questionable.
direction. Rather important how
yes.
all the
Para
clusters in our
responder,
empire need to agree
peripimpao.
on it.
Perimpampum. No podemos decir nada sobre eso. Mis labios son sellados. I don't even know if that translates to Spanish. My lips are sealed.
I'm not even sure what they were asking about, so.
No, you're good. They're asking about the Bolivar update.
okay, yes, we're starting to get artillery here as well.
That's kind of a interesting image.
Yeah, it's about poachers. So,
So it's okay. All good things come to those who wait.
I'm actually thinking let's regulate because that gets us closer to
Gives us an extra bit of
the influence we
Influence,
need for
yeah.
the final wonder. That's what we kind of need to get a casus belli against them so we can declare war. So I'm thinking
Hmm.
no grievance.
Oh, we could do the religious stuff to get more influence. By the way, for the civic, I think we're avoiding it because it was against our ideologies. But now,
Did they convert to our religion or something?
no, but wouldn't it count for ours though?
No, but I picked the religious hostility, so I would
Oh.
have the hey convert to our religion, but I'm not getting the option, so maybe they already did.
Well, you could check the religion screen, right?
We follow a different religion, so maybe it just takes a turn to trigger the grievance.
You have unlocked the research.
Ah, yeah, new
Institute.
notification,
not merely
new
provide
grievance. That's
additional
probably
Ah, there we go.
yeah. There we go. Against you, I don't need it though. I need it against the blue player.
Kerma, the duchies.
They just accepted. So much for pushing up our war support.
Curse you.
Like, we'll happily follow your state religion.
I mean, I guess something tipped them off that we might have bad intentions.
Is it our plane just floating over their land?
Speaking of. Oh, come on.
Oh,
2,794 of 2,831.
goodness
so,
gracious.
so close. Yeah, it takes 5 turns to build one of those. Those are pretty expensive. But I guess we don't have... We should do something more like this.
What are we building in our other city? The one with all of our influence.
Here?
Yeah.
Siege artillery, so we can move that over here to bombard as well. Oh, Remnants of
Excellent.
Other Faith. Does this help? No.
Banished population, what?
And which one was
I
it?
thought it was the religious rights, the first one. Oh wait, no. I guess it was the religious hostility one. Then I think, yeah, +3 influence on territories if they follow your state religion.
Yeah, we had thought about that. I guess
We
now,
could cancel it.
now we could
Oh,
swap,
but
but it's a lot of influence.
Yeah, it's a lot of influence.
And I think
We do need the
we
influence.
are...
Oof. Many turns. More than 10 turns away. Zoroastrianism.
How many... Yeah, that used to be their religion, but they should be converting now that they've accepted ours.
Okay.
So let's see, how many territories is this? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 39 influence more per turn we get. That's gonna take a while
Minimal.
to
So
make up for this cost.
Yeah, that's fair. You still have to buy it again.
Yeah, exactly. We'd have to rebuy it, so it probably is like 1,000 influence or something. Oh,
Hmm.
they're afraid now because we have this.
They're afraid of what we're gonna do with our planes. They're like, some cute planes you got there.
Yeah, I mean, actually, now that we've upgraded these because they have like 16 tiles range, think, we could bombard their harbor all the way over here.
That'd be pretty crazy.
I think you can also stop patrolling, so we have as many as possible over here. Oh, you're done. We have a full stack of artillery sitting there. What else should we build here?
More planes?
The airport would be nice to get it over here, but oh man, the pollution.
I mean, we're only at what? -2 pollution per turn?
I'm more thinking of the local one.
Oh.
It's like you can see here at 20,
Mm-hmm.
you get to low pollution when you get to penalties, and the airport by itself is 15.
Good point.
So I'm hesitant. And then we add an aerodrome, and then we're already at 20. Speaking of aerodromes, actually, yes, we should probably build one like over here. Just so we have access in this direction if it becomes necessary.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Let's do it. The gleaming engine. Other states are good with allies only.
The AI really likes that policy.
Yeah.
This one, of course, is really powerful. But the problem is, I think this one overrides that one.
Right. Even if we're global, if they're isolated, then they
Yep.
get to not trade with us. They have a lot of fortifications. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some handiwork with them.
Okay, now we have some proper bombers in there. Now let's see how much damage we do. See, now this is better. Great Obelisk is just destroyed. The Artisan's Quarters, all the fortification is destroyed, and it has... Oh, do you remember, is it destroy the fortification of districts, or is it destroy
Fortification.
fortified districts?
I believe it's the fortifications of the districts.
But yeah, we can, take out the fortification of, what, 6 districts here?
Mhm.
Wait, but we do declare war, and we
Have our greetings.
I
don't have-
mean,
we don't have great war support. Is there any way we could...
No other empire can match.
can you
your
just ask him to
successes.
do something and
When
then
history
demand a grievance?
this one would
we're gonna
help
need
us,
the influence though.
but we're gonna need the influence, yeah, that's the thing. Let's move these guys over here first. So that we can start with a big bombardment. And maybe we get the...
I'm not super worried about them fighting back though.
No, but I want to be able to finish the destroy 10 districts before we have to end the war.
Mm.
What else should we get?
Is that for influence? The wireless telegraphy?
This one on
Influence on
common
common
scores.
quarters.
Well, we should just filter by influence. For some reason, this one doesn't show up. Do we have the nationhood? The next one is mass entertainment over here. Cinema.
6 influence on main plaza.
I think let's grab the wireless telegraph maybe first.
Cool. I like it.
Because, that one's relatively quick. And actually, we should actually get this one, I think. Because of the population consumption will help a little with our issue of this
City size.
having entered the point where it's like, oh, we've grown, oh, we've solved, oh, we've grown.
Yeah, we're only at 64 out of 92 potential people. Hey, what's up, Buckoffle? How you doing?
Oh no, I'm moving the wrong people. These are the people we need to get over there. Oh, come on, will you please move?
It's gonna take them many a turn.
Yeah, the downside of having this kind of island-style map is we can't really use railroads.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I guess maybe we do need the airports. But actually, let's think about it. Which is, I guess this is a territory where we're not gonna have many makers' quarters.
Yeah, just mostly
So
the
this should
markets.
be fine to have an airport. Oh wait, does it? Oh, there's bonus money on adjacent market quarters. So we get a lot of money here. But this one is a little... I want it to be close to where we actually build the units.
Can't you have the units pop out of any of your centers?
Not any of the centers. We need to add a garrison.
Oh, okay. One garrison takes 3 turns.
But I guess we can do airport here. This is also funny because then we can ship into the airport and then ship out by boat if we need to.
Yeah.
And we just build the garrison down here where we're not exploiting anything because it's the obelisk down here.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And then we'll need to build an airport somewhere in this city as well.
So the airports just teleport your units, essentially.
Yes.
Teleport.
Yes. Well, it is very much a teleport in game terms.
Yeah. Okay.
in
Just
that
got to work
it
in
just
2 more minutes.
just hops over.
Nice, Bachhoffel. How was your work today?
Business, where do we build it here?
Um,
Because it suggests here, but that's a bad spot for it. Like strategically, I guess we probably need it somewhere
we need our FOB, our
in-
forward
in
operating
in the
base.
center, so that we have flexibility of where we go. I guess this is a very long island, so what we might do is have the airport somewhere in the center here, and put a train station near it, where it actually gives us adjacency bonuses for the maker's quarters or something. So I guess train station and you know, airport right next to the mountain where it's super easy to land the plane.
Exactly. You know about that airport that's like the shortest runway? Do you know about that one?
Possibly there's a lot of airports where you hear that about, but I think there's like one like somewhere
like
in the
South America or
Himalayas or
something?
something where it's also
Oh,
like
maybe
super
they-
short, and it's like when you're coming in, you're really coming in steep because it's like
Mm-hmm. You're coming
In-
down
in
the
the
mountain.
mountains.
Yeah. There's one in South America that's like that too, where it's in the mountains, and it's really tough. My students did some great homeworks. Heck yeah, Bachhoffel. That's awesome. What do you teach specifically? Like what kind of subject do you do?
oh now they've gone from afraid to pleasant.
Ah,
Make up your minds.
they're so afraid that they decided that they'd just be our friends. Flying near abrupt mountains is super risky, like around Mount Fuji. Yeah. I remember watching a documentary or film or something about this plane that had like the maximum amount of lift possible, like in a plane. Not maximum, but you know, like the most lift in like any plane. And it was are ships still sailboats?
Our transport ships are a little outdated.
Okay.
I guess that is one thing we should invent. Now that you say it, because that'll make getting around a lot easier. Landing craft, because
Landing
they have
craft.
the quick embark.
Naval transports would be nice. And it was this interesting plane, and the wings were, I don't even know how if I can like describe it. Essentially, the wings were kind of like curled like this, and what literally would happen is it could take off at like 10 miles an hour or something, and it just kind of like floats up. It's the craziest thing, but it has such like a forward angle of attack that it just has a ton of lift, and it can like take off with like, I don't know, I forget what the actual numbers were, but I'm sure it's not 10 miles an hour. But maybe you could like take off in like 50 feet or something like that, where it's a very short distance where you can be airborne. I teach computer science. Yeah, no, you're fine. Don't tell us anymore. That's super cool. CS, that's awesome. My dad, he teaches like some sort of technology and business type classes. I don't actually know what they're called, but I'm always super fascinated by his classes. I'm like, I would have liked to be in your classes. That's a lot of districts.
The things I want to be careful not to actually destroy their main plaza, because that'll be weird for the war. But I think, you know, we can probably just really bombard the farmers' quarters. That sounds cruel. Like, yeah, no food for you. Maybe we'll go for the science quarters
Yeah,
up
do
here
the
or
science
something.
quarters. Yeah.
No knowledge for you is a little less cruel.
No knowledge.
or hey,
Hey, we're basically doing the cravers over here.
and if we bombarded this, it's like no work for you.
No, everybody gets a vacation.
But I guess we wanted to start down here because that one was one where we actually destroy it if we target it.
Yeah.
The planes.
Ooh,
So I guess.
my heavens.
Wait, do we still have space in the army, or is it full? I think it's full, right?
6 might be
Let
our
me-
max right now.
No, I think.
5 out of 6.
five-
Yeah.
Oh, that did update when we merged it, I guess. Why does
Interesting.
it say 5 out of 6 when it's 6 out of 6 dudes?
Jam it in there. Jam another person in there. Maybe it'll let you.
But yeah, I guess, you know, let's get to it.
Heck yeah. Let there be. Sheesh.
If they had planes, then we would have seen their planes come in and try to shoot us down.
Really? That's cool.
But unfortunately, they're quite far from having planes.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
A most delicious lacrosse.
I've done similar designs in the Kerbal Space Program. It's great to make a plane which just lifts up when you throttle it up. Yeah, super cool. I mean, it doesn't even look real, honestly, when you see actual footage of it.
One time in KSP, I still need to go back and actually seriously play KSP, but one time I was, messing around in creative mode, and I made a single stage to orbit plane that looked like a biplane.
Mhm.
And I did that, just for the lulz of like, hey, I have a biplane single stage to orbit. But by sheer chance, I managed to get the centers of lift and center of gravity, etc., such that as it was diving back into the atmosphere, it automatically stabilized. And then when I got close to the ground, got enough lift to whip around and fly instead of falling towards the atmosphere. And I was like, oh, this is convenient. I don't even have to touch the controls.
That's awesome.
But I have no idea how I did it, and it was dumb luck.
That's crazy.
But it was so cool to just like, oh no, I'll crash into the ground, I can't pull up, and then suddenly the plane just by itself, whoop.
That's so funny. It just the velocity picked itself up. Maybe you should have been a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
Question for humankind players: is Swahili the strongest DLC civ due to their ability to stack tons of stability with unique harbors? Conservatron, that's a good question. I don't know. I think it depends on your strategy, really, and what the
I have
situation
seen that
is.
the Swahili do get a lot of stability from the unique harbor, and I'm thinking I need to talk to our design, because I was actually, when I was taking some screenshots for the, you might have seen in the setter innovation, I used the Swahili, and there I noticed that, oh, I'm getting a lot of extra stability on the Bandari,
Yeah.
specifically, as opposed to the harbor, and I'm like wondering if maybe the trait accidentally gets applied twice to the Bandari.
Could be. Might be something to look into. Ooh, our stability is tanking on Axum.
I think we probably broke a bunch of our trade.
Pollution as well,
Come,
potentially.
let us discuss our
Not the
plan.
pollution!
I don't know, the trade is still fine, so why is...
I once made a ramjet, which would stabilize at like 60 degrees altitude above horizon and would pogo stick around the world between 20 and 50 kilometers. No stability assist. Sheesh. Notice if you put a harbor next to a Bandari, they both give 20 plus 20.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the thing there, and like even the normal districts give like 20 instead of the 10, and so I think there might be something where like the trait is part of the Bandari, but it's also part of the legacy trait, so it gets applied twice or something like that. So we need to look into that, I think. A bunch of achievements, but sadly that was not one of the challenges. Right.
Because of the ability giving plus 10 to each and then adjacency. Yeah, so it's double counting essentially. Technically, we just need to destroy the fortification, not the actual.
I think it's actually destroy the district.
Oh, okay.
But oh no, you're not moving. You're staying where you are. But unfortunately, that is one of the problems we have at the moment, is we can't really look that up terribly well, because we can't go into
mid-game, yeah. I mean, you can always just save the game and go out and check, but it's a bit of a process.
I do like the animation for the actual airstrikes, and unlike in our multiplayer game, it's not, oh, one biplane is enough to destroy 7 districts because of no fortifications. These guys actually have walls.
Yeah, they're a little bit defended, aren't they?
Ah, yes. Now we'll finally be able to get reasonable transport of our troops. Ah, well, it takes 5 more turns. This place is actually not great in production.
I mean, it's just not crazy in production.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the costs we have for our districts. But it's also, I guess it's not helping that, we really need to do something about the stability
This
here.
should be a city as stable as bedrock.
Ah, wait. No, we're just barely still at very low. Ah, luckily we had built all of those nature reserves.
Yeah, that's a good
They
point.
really help. What else did we need here? Oh no, that already. This is the city where it's asking us to queue up something. I guess let's get some preparation over here, just in case, because they've been kind of
They're pleasant, right? Oh, maybe not.
yeah, they've ended the treaty. Now they're vexed.
They're vexed again.
They just finished our alliance.
Burke Black is just.
I mean, we do have a trader badge, so it's kind of
I
justified.
mean,
But so do they.
so do they.
I think they just got that from breaking our alliance, actually. But the important thing is, hey, we are finally getting the final wonder. So,
Yes.
Christ the Redeemer, the Empire State Building, or the Sydney Opera House.
Sydney Opera House just looks real good. But I don't know if our cities are stable enough anymore.
I mean, that would help.
It would definitely help.
But so, the cool thing about the Sydney Opera House that I learned at
Extra
some point,
stability on
all these,
districts,
all
too.
these, arches, I
Mhm.
guess here.
Yeah.
If you took each individually, they're all cut off from the same sphere, so you could put them together into
make
one big.
A ball.
Well, not it's not
It's
all
not the
of the
same
sphere. It's like
size.
no, it's all the same size. But it's not the whole ball. It's like a bit cut off at the top and then cut into the slices. But you could make a circular dome, and apparently the architect specifically did that because that way they could the individual components that they're built of would be standardized across all of them, and they wouldn't need to make a different size for the different arc.
Right. Interesting. That's kind of cool.
And,
I like it.
and apparently in a museum in Australia they have the original model that he made to cut the slices to measure them.
The more you know.
So yeah, let's take this, I guess, because this is
Sydney Opera House is
stability
always
is good, and
powerhouse.
the general bonus is always nice.
So now we just need to make it.
Where do we put it?
Ooh, good questions. Good questions.
Over here. So we
Okay.
have the lighthouse on the other side, so you have a nice impressive view from the opera house.
Heck yeah.
Gonna take 7 turns. That's gonna be fine.
It's
Right.
It's a big house.
This feels terrible, shelling their cultural heritage.
The Hippodromos.
They will never be able to rebuild that because they're already the Dutch. They're not the Byzantines anymore.
Yeah, not possible anymore. It's a bummer, but gotta get the
Oh, what
achievements.
are you doing over here? Hello.
Gotta get the achievements.
I think. Okay, we're already researching amphibious warfare. I think after this, we may want to get some better ships.
Could be good. Could be good.
Let's see, Eunice. What are the ships we can build right now, and can we get them quickly?
Steam frigate.
51. That should be fine. These are all land units, right?
Yeah.
How many steam frigates can we buy out in one turn? Let's just go here.
We only have 12,000 currently.
How much does it cost? Ooh, that's too much. The ironclad. 14,000. Also, well, actually, Hmm.
Are we gonna hurt ourselves there though? We're gonna hurt
Well, yes,
ourselves.
we would, but we can move away first. Also, we're barely even scratching ourselves.
Really?
But also, if we do it here. Wait. No. That's our own trading post right there.
Dang it!
So we can't do that. Can we get it? Oh no, that place. So wherever we do it, we hit the trading post.
Dang it!
Well, I guess in that case.
Just keep on taking out their city. the sound that it makes when you do the artillery.
Oh, okay.
shot.
This is out of range, I haha. Common scores, where everybody gathers. Yeah, no, let's maybe not.
I mean, gotta do the science, right?
Well, actually, I guess we're shelling the iron mine.
Yeah, that's fair.
So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we had 2 before, so we're at 9. I think next turn we might get the achievement.
Let's see. Where are they going? Their ships are gonna land? Or are they just chilling out in the water? Are they gonna try and burn our harbor? Can we
Maybe.
attack them from
But
land
actually,
though, since
hey,
they're adjacent to
no,
us?
this is a much better placement for us.
It'll kill our harbor though. Can't you just attack them from the land?
I could. Can we? This is one of those cases where, if we check, no, actually we do have walls. We don't have bastions yet though, and the planes are just way too strong. But maybe with this we can get some damage without destroying our harbor. Or we can get rid of one of their units.
It'll kill the singular unit.
Yeah, that's okay by me because that's. Oh,
Just weaken them a bit.
wait, few here. Let's see if that's enough.
Sheesh. Oh,
Challenge
yeah.
completed. Yes, destroy the fortifications of 10 tiles. Okay, it was only the fortifications. So we didn't have to completely destroy them, but I wasn't sure, and I wanted to be sure.
I think you made sure.
The question, though, still stands. Would nukes have worked? But yes,
As long as you're destroying the fortifications, I think it counts.
we could attack them from. Oh no, they'll hop into the water first, and that's not gonna be good for us.
So you can't just like attack straight from the land?
No.
That's weird.
Let's fall back a little and try to lure them onto land.
Lure them. I don't think they need any luring. They're coming for us.
Yeah, but it's more like, if we're standing here, they might be like, it's not safe to land right now. Ah, yes.
Vex Rios, we need a stream of you running around on a horse like a cowboy with that mustache and a hat. Giddy up, cowboy. I don't have a horse, nor do I know where to find a horse.
Ooh, oh, yes. We're lucky. The battlefield will not expand, and then our planes will be able to bombard because they're not caught up in the battle.
That'd be nice. What's up, Dr. Kane? Welcome in. Conservatron, when does the challenge end? Great question. So this is the...
Oh no, it expanded. Curses. Oh well. Let's just get all of the bombardment units out here so that next turn they can start bombarding.
Let's see, the exact date that the event ends will be next Thursday, right? If I'm not mistaken. Vinci. "16th of May is when the event ends, so technically there's 11 more days left."
So I guess, we'll just stand in a circle around them here, and so they deploy, and we just shoot them at point blank.
I mean, sure. They just have the early modern units, right?
Yeah, they're a little bit. I mean, these are also only industrial. We haven't upgraded to like proper rifle units yet. Oh, yeah. You should hear.
Long time no see, Cat and Jordan. It was hard for me to be here in time for the stream these days. No worries, Dr. Kane. Honestly, you're fine. It's just a pleasure having you when you're here. On a scale from 1 to I'll conquer Gran Colombia, how much are you excited for the Bolivar update?
Very.
Uh,
this is This
Yeah.
is probably the best update we've had yet, and it addresses so many things, like all of the quality of life stuff, then the war support and surrender stuff.
Honestly, I'm really excited about the war support because I think fighting is my favorite thing in this game. I think the fighting is one of my favorite things, and I'd actually like to see my war support go up
You know,
more.
I need to fall back with these guys because, oh, they took a good amount of damage from being,
Surrounded.
surrounded, but we fall back, and now, well, hello.
Eh. Blow them out of the water. Yeah, I'd say an a lot. I'm on a lot on a scale from 1 to 10.
So yeah, they may have made a tiny mistake.
They thought that they could just sail past all of our artillery.
Imagine if this was with the Bolivar update. That would be 12 dead units. That would be so much more support.
But instead it's just 5.
But I mean, now I guess we can just be like,
My door is
oh,
open.
they actually have way more war support than we do because ours is ticking down.
Is it 8? Is
And
it
so right now we could only offer surrender instead of propose white peace. But I guess that just means, wait, oh, they didn't deploy the last dude. Come on.
Well, I mean that actually is good for us.
Yes, because now it's 16 instead of 8.
Yeah.
But then, I guess we'll...
What is the amphibious warfare get us again?
It means that we no longer waste an entire turn getting in and out of the boats.
Oh, that's the boarding craft or
Yep.
landing vessels.
So I think it'll take us a while to get over there, but I think we just destroyed their entire army, so we can just leisurely stroll over there
I mean, yeah. Just
And
keep
then-
on bombarding them while we're waiting too.
and then conquer the city, and it's gonna be fine.
I think we've gotten all of the challenges though. I think we're good to
Not quite. We still
Well,
need the finish with the science
science
victory condition.
victory. But other than that, we're good on all of them, right?
Hey, you build a unit. Are you sure you should be doing that? Like, imagine being these. I think that was just a scout. Oh man,
Goodness gracious.
one melee class. So it was probably a scout.
Yeah.
Ooh man, the poor Dutch.
They're just trying to not get flooded by the ocean.
I think actually we need to fall back with this, or they'll be caught inside the battle again.
I mean, they've got pretty decent range, so
Yeah, but when we're outside the battle, they have area of effect bombardment. Inside the battle, they
Single
target only
target.
one unit.
yeah. I was just saying that it shouldn't matter because they have pretty good range.
Yeah, but I'd like. Oh no, they have 18. There'll be a lot of like
Militia.
militia. Yeah.
The fate of the veterans. Hmm.
No, we don't want defense. Let's support, I guess.
I mean, we got the money for it, you know?
Right, and you get over here. Oh wait, no. Oh no. Ah, this down here is the only coast where we can actually get on land. Because all of it is like steep cliffs.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. They have a
That's
natural
annoying.
defense right there. Could just send a scout out to build an airport on their land and then just fly to the airport.
I wish, but the territory is already controlled.
Can you fly into other people's airports?
Nope. It
Dang
needs to
it.
be one of yours.
All right, this is Boeing 7,
Ah, excellent.
747.
Excellent. In the middle of the ocean, they just upgraded their boat. And now, we
at
can
that.
actually move.
Look at that. Those walls, though.
And so this means now these guys can actually move a little bit after getting into the water. Which is nice. Oh, yeah. They built another scout. Should we?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Let's use the other one this time.
Can you just destroy their
Oh, come on. He survived with... How many hit points does he left?
one?
Of course, he has 1 hit point.
I am Spartacus. He's invincible. That's a big city. What kind
I
of
think these might actually not be quite enough.
yeah? What kind of siege units did we get?
Oh, actually, oh wait, I forgot.
Rifles.
We have the upgrade now. And as for what kind of siege units we get, well, these.
We get those for our siege units.
Yeah, because we no longer use trebuchets when we have siege artillery.
I mean, that's fair.
Actually, let's abandon this one because I forgot that we could upgrade our units. So I'll sail back into our territory briefly and upgrade the units. That'll help a lot. And what should we be? Oh, right, let's just help out with the Sydney Opera House for one turn.
The curves of this glorious opera
Yes,
house
another one of the
are even
challenges.
more impressive
City
when
with
you
wonders from
consider
all
the
6
fact
eras.
that the planets were
Excellent.
rescued from the trash can.
It's
And
all
then-
coming together.
Yeah, let's get the stability stuff here. Oh, and I was about to say, oh, maybe Monkas, and then I remembered, oh no, we're the ones doing the bombarding. The 10% food might help though. You guys get on here, and you.
Is that another scout?
I guess take a detour and deal with. Yeah, that's another. I think we might have bombarded the only resource. Oh no,
They're
we
just
can't
trying to
attack.
chop down trees. Is all they're
we-
doing.
We can't attack because we're on retreating actually, but maybe they'll attack us in a desperate bid to stop us.
Scout attack!
But let's not bombard them anymore. It was cruel enough as it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just
I
getting a
counted,
little
I
bit of
counted
war
on
support.
them retreating, but yeah, it's a little bit of war support, exactly.
Can always use a little bit of war support.
If only we were close enough already. 2 turns.
3 turns,
Mm,
I believe.
the bunkers are going to be quote unquote so useful.
I don't think they're going to be making it to the contemporary. Patriotic.
None of these really matter.
Yeah. Granny's looking out the window. Granny's like, "Ah, look at those young whippersnappers."
This is one of those horrible events because this is not just those young whippersnappers. This is like Stasi spying on your neighbors stuff. Like those
Uh-huh.
civilians haven't done anything wrong yet.
Oh no. Oh no. I hadn't read it yet, to be fair. I was just looking at the picture.
Yeah, but even like at the options like curfew, imprisonment, or concert, we're like this is usually I never get these kinds of events because I usually play according to my moral compass, and it's like democracy, peace,
Mhm.
cooperation. And now that we're actually being horrible people and bombarding the cultural heritage of the enemies, now we're getting the horrible events of like, oh, you're under oppressive dictatorship. How do you spy on your citizens?
Yeah, well.
That's actually a civic for how do you spy on your citizens.
Oh no. Oh no. Trolling the opposition. It's not the same. It's not the same.
So, I guess since all of these are horrible things to do, I guess we'll just
I
look at
mean,
the. I guess the curfew.
We're not role playing here.
The curfew is still the most, most freedom one.
I mean, heck, we had a curfew here in France during COVID. We were quote unquote in a lockdown.
And in the end, I think the -25 industry doesn't matter, but the +25 stability is
In
good.
French, it's called confinement as well.
Oh hey, they built another scout.
Another scout. That's all they can do right now is build scouts. How can they still build scouts? Is that an option for all time and all eternity?
If you don't have the resources to build something, it reverts to an early option. And I think the upgrades of the scouts all need horses, which they don't have, so they can build scouts.
Okay. Interesting.
So close to upgrading.
We're very, very close. Very, very close.
Right, what do we need to build? I guess we'll build a bunker.
Yeah, I mean, we could build more nature reserves, though.
True.
Because
Like, obviously, we need to
canceled
build
a bunch of those.
We need to build a nature reserve around the sheep.
Protect the sheep, yes. We need the sheep.
These
We
are clearly,
must
mountain
have the
goat sheep.
mutton.
Because look at that sheep climbing.
Oh
the
my
mountain.
gosh, that sheep is agile. Woo! That's an agile sheep right there. That's not a sheep. That's got to be a mountain goat.
Yeah, the whole, oh, if it's not like perfectly vertical, the mountain goat will probably find a way to climb it.
Yeah.
An
I've seen
admirable
some crazy videos of mountain
The
goats
world-famous
rolling up some
empire you have
hills.
built puts you above all others today. And
You
in the
see, they're
midst
just
of
trying to
great
cut down that
difference-
one forest, and you keep on stopping them. 11K, easy. Oh no, the poor people.
The problem, of course, is now it'll pull in our planes there, so we will not have
Mm.
air support. Not that I think we will need air support.
I mean, we're just gonna like one shot every one of their
Should we
units.
just instant that?
I mean, yeah, might as well. Victory. We had 0 units lost.
I don't think we even took damage.
We might not have. I think we instant killed all of them.
Yeah, with 58 strength against probably like peasants and stuff.
Can't help but hear Isander whenever the narrator speaks. I just recently activated Awakening for the ESG mod. It is cool that it's the same narrator voice, though.
Close. Yeah, now we're like, bam. I guess let's just do this because then we don't have to
take their
manage the
cities.
other city, and it's fine.
They're gonna be very poor,
Ah,
very...
but on the other hand, how good would their science output be here? Of course, we don't get science output because it's occupied, but we would have a lot of research forces here. We do need the science to reach the science endgame condition.
It's true.
So I guess we're very sorry, Dutch,
Wait,
but you used to exist.
Could we just take the Kerma and more money, or do we have to take both of their cities?
Well,
think-
it's not 2 cities; it's the 2 territories of the city.
What happens if we only take one of them? We just don't get the half. The
We
other
don't
half
get
of
the other half, and this will be their new capital. But I mean, this has coal and uranium. Obviously, we want that. Like,
Obviously.
oh no! Actually, we bombarded them so hard. This has turned into uninhabitable wasteland.
Wasteland. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure we can even build this extractor anymore because it's wasteland.
That's crazy.
Actually, since I've never tried that, now I want to take that territory just to see if you can still
If you
build
can
that
actually still
extractor.
build it.
Because I know a while ago somebody was actually
Let's
asking on
Mythbusters it.
somebody was actually asking on G2G, and I was like, oh, I never bombarded an extractor so hard that it turns into a wasteland. And mind you, we didn't use a nuke. This was normal artillery fire.
This is just regular artillery.
We just used so much gun. Oh man.
We used planes and the artillery, I think, for that one.
So yeah, let's see if we can. No, I don't think we can build that one anymore. We have the coal mine, we have the uranium, we have the aluminum.
That's crazy.
Let's see. There's the coal.
Crazy, girl. You're
Oh wait, is
crazy.
this also? Oh god, yes, the silk is also inaccessible forever because we bombed it so hard.
Oh my gosh. Irreparable damage to the silk.
Ah.
There's no more spiders to milk.
Yeah, I was about to say it does kind of make sense if this was like a place where like silkworms live, and if we bombarded it so hard that the entire forest is gone. Obviously, so are the silkworms.
That's true.
Oh wow.
Do people actually use spiders for spider silk? Is that just for video games?
No, I think maybe some scientists do it for research, but it's
Yeah.
not something where you can get actual,
Clothes.
useful amounts of silk cloth out of
Okay.
it. But it's obviously for research. It's very important because it's very strong, and so they extract it to like understand it and try to
Yeah,
make
no, I get it.
synthetic stuff. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the times in video games,
Don't they
where
make like bulletproof vests out of silk? Like spider silk though?
I don't know.
I thought that was a thing.
But the things, of course,
Like
a lot of
10
the
years ago.
time, a lot of the times when in video games, it's like oh, they use spider silk. It's usually in like fantasy games where the spiders are the size of a freaking car.
That's true. Yeah, in RuneScape you can make spider silk robes for your wizard classes.
So I guess yeah. Since now we need to get back here, the big thing we should focus on is everything that gives us science. Do we have some old stuff that we skipped? We do have the scientific method, I believe. Yeah, we already have all of the old stuff. So let's head over to
On with the new.
computing. Ah yes, the
10%.
this I'm still I think somebody here, we need to take another look at the resource requirements here, because I've seen people point that out. It's a bit weird that it needs horses.
To make supercomputers.
I think somebody was like just put in the full list of strategic resources and forgot that one of the strategic resources is horses.
Yeah. Copper makes sense.
Yeah, everything else makes sense.
Iron maybe makes less sense, but do you need iron for computers? Not really.
Not for the internal components, but it might be, other stuff, because when it's a supercomputer, it's usually not like one computer. It's like a giant hall full
Yeah.
of computers.
But there's no like aluminum resource in the game, is there?
Yes, there is.
There is aluminum?
That's why we couldn't initially build the monoplanes. We have aluminum right here.
Oh, aluminum you get later. Okay, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I feel
whether
like
or
most
not
things
the
are
iron
actually
makes
made
sense.
out of iron, though.
Yeah, whether or not the iron makes sense for a supercomputer, I don't know. But the horses definitely don't.
Yeah.
The horses
Sprinkle a little bit of horsehair in there.
the horses might make sense for like a difference engine in like the industrial era, where it's
Yeah.
like kind of hand cranked. So you're like, oh yeah, let the horse
The
pull it so
horses.
that because you use horses to turn the winch when you don't have
Yeah, that's-
an Austrian actor to do it for you.
I think Dark Arrow's on the right track here. You need more horsepower to make it a supercomputer.
This is gonna be like, oh yeah, wow, this is so much science, right?
So much science. We can take the money hit. We're at 5,000 money per turn at this point. Can we buy more science? We have a lot of money. We
can buy more science by just buying more research quarters.
That's
you
a
have
lot
five.
of science.
Also, maybe we can have some more civics that will help us. What was this one? No, that's religion. We already have the compatibility. Oh no! I think we shouldn't have blown up the holy sites, because then it would be 2% science. But I wasn't.
Dang it.
But I wasn't thinking about picking up the city as a city we own.
We're more worried about getting the achievements.
Is there anything else here that would
Speaking
give
about
us
horses,
science?
did you know one horse has about 14 horsepower? Why is it an equivalent? Is it like bigger horses or smaller horses, or
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think the way horsepower was defined is
originally measured?
is something of like the amount of work a horse can put out over like a whole day of work or something like that. So obviously, in short bursts, the horse can put out more horsepower, but you can't get the horse to put that horsepower out for like 8 hours. Whereas you
Right.
can run a car for 8 hours. The engine's gonna be super hot, but technically you could run the engine for 8 hours.
Yeah, as long as your cooling systems are good.
Alright, research quarters. We
So
need
how
more
many
science.
horsepower does a human have? How many
Oh
horses
wow,
are
these are nice. 46.
Sheesh. That's a lot of
And
science.
now I wish we already had the Bolivar tip here, so I could read how many more can we build before we get to 100.
Start tanking. She blinded me with science.
All right, we no longer need this garrison here either. We can replace
now
that
she's making love.
because 35
51.
Yeah, but we need that one for the stability.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh wait, actually our stability has returned super hard to good value, so I guess maybe we can replace that one. Wait, actually this one's 51. That's already a research quarter. That's fine. So yeah.
I mean,
And
every
yeah,
little bit counts, right?
got-
We've got 21.
Oh man, this is also wasteland. Ah, we are such horrible people.
You've bombed the useful land into submission.
Oh man.
Does Wasteland ever come back after a certain amount of turns?
No. No, this is unused.
That'd be-
Useless for the rest of the game.
That'd be cool if it like came back after a certain while, because it's not like it's radiated. You know.
Yeah, well, even irradiated land would eventually
Would
come
eventually
back.
come- well, not in-
Depending on what's irradiated with, because some sources of radiation have short half-lives and disappear relatively
Yeah.
quickly, relatively being
But,
like a
like,
few decades.
The
With others
locations
are like, oh yeah, this is gonna be useless for 1,000 years.
Yeah, but like Nagasaki and the
Fukushima.
Fukushima,
No, but Fukushima is one I'm thinking of because, for example, that one was like,
Hiroshima.
yeah, but like the recent one where the nuclear power plant.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're doing agriculture there now.
Yeah, though that's what I was saying is that like the location of the first two atom bombs, they I mean there's people living there now. So obviously in a certain amount of time it could become livable again. But it's interesting that like bombs, like just artillery, regular artillery is
But I think the reason why it was not considered as we should have this recoverable is, look at, technically, we're playing on fast. Technically, the game should have ended 100 turns ago.
yeah.
So it's probably, oh yeah, this wasteland happened so late in the game. There's no point to rejuvenating it because originally, of course, it was planned to always have the fixed end of the game. But now that that's changed, maybe we need to go back and revisit that. Actually,
Can you plant forests on the tile? I don't
Good
know.
question. Can we just reforest it? No, wait, that's the wrong city.
That's Aximus to the west. Children's rights.
That's actually good for us because we can do more research.
The
More
long-term strategy
researchers.
seems to be smarter if
So
it's
we're saying,
built on
yeah, the
letting
children should go
everyone-
to school and not be
We actually
worked
don't
in the
have
mines.
everybody in research currently.
Yeah, we'll need to change that.
You
let's-
can.
Let's see. Can we?
No.
No.
It looks like you can't.
If-
Oh
if
no,
you
it's
can,
not
it's
green.
green. So yeah, let's expert policy, science. Everybody's working in science now. All of you,
Are we-
all of you farmhands who were, picking strawberries on the fields like a day ago, you're particle scientists now.
I mean, fair.
Also, damn,
Everybody's starving still. Is there anybody making food in the other city either?
no, but in that city it's fine. We still have 230 food.
No worries, Dobry. Take care. Have a good rest.
Let's see, maybe we can crank out like a harbor or a farmer's quarter somewhere. Oh, that's 60 food and 1 science. And
By
this one would
comparison,
be-
a human being is capable of approximately 5 horsepower at peak power production. It is wasted. This machine should have farmed horses instead of humans in the Matrix. Yeah, actually, though, they would have needed different shaped pods. Humans are just
Management and
great,
systems
great pod shape.
are a wonder that could not have existed a few decades ago.
The Den of Geeks. That is exactly what that area is.
Now I wish we had the turn everything to science ability, but obviously, we had to be Venetians for the challenge. So,
Gotta do it.
but we do have. Let's see, science and research. Yeah, let's just get these first, and then the supercomputer.
11 turns.
Can we maybe still buy some resources from you?
It's good to
No,
see
we're
you.
already buying everything.
They're hesitant as well.
But I think, yeah, they became the
Let's
British. They
discuss
finally
our
entered the industrial
plans.
era.
That's good. Good for them. Look at Burke in that British outfit.
When I saw that British outfit, my mind was like, wait, did we put Spiff in this game? And then I remember, no, we didn't.
It's
Hmm.
just it's the pirate
It's-
masquerading as a
it's-
British.
It's just Burke in that outfit. So.
Sneaky pirate.
Ooh, 44. Yes. This down here is really, that's like Science Island.
Seriously, I think Axel called it the geek den.
Ooh. This is another one I almost never get. Judicial control. We have People's Assembly or the Secret Police.
Hmm.
We just,
Hmm.
+5 on garrison
Plus
or
3.
+3 on district. Honestly, you need a lot of garrisons.
Yeah, to
it
make
up
that worth
compared to
it.
this one. Because now we already have the +2 from being Joe, I think.
almost
show it.
equal on districts.
And
The fact
well, it's
that
not
you're
almost
watching
equal, but now our
doesn't
district is only
mean
like
that they
minus
won't
2
follow.
on Joe initially, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So our districts now, it's minus 10 normally,
But
but
it's
if
plus
we
2, plus
build
3.
if we build the People's Assembly, it will be plus 2 plus 3, so only 5 points per district. So we can basically build twice as many districts as normal.
We can get unlimited science.
Actually, if the district is now only minus 5, Commons Quarter is plus 5 per adjacent other district. So that cancels out perfectly. So we can now build infinite districts if we just place the Commons Quarters cleverly.
Yeah. Infinite
30
districts,
seconds.
here we come.
I think we can
That'll
safely
help for
say
our
the
research, I
Library
guess.
of Alexandria.
The narrator
Oh.
also calls it the Den of Geeks. Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, excellent. We actually have enough space down here so we can launch like the space missions.
Oh, cool.
Because a lot of the times when I have late game, it's like, oh no, wait, I got the plan for the space mission. I have nowhere to place it. Damn it, FAA! Why won't you greenlight my starport? This is, the space geese will probably understand what I'm talking about there.
Yeah.
Um,
By the way, is there a way to change unit size? I find some units either too small or too big. You're talking about the actual, like, 3D asset of the unit?
I think maybe it's bigger if we change it to the what's it called? Simplified army? Oh, shit. We can't show it off because it requires restart. Sorry. But there's one that this one is like there's only one person per unit represented, so they might be bigger, so it's more
Easy to see.
easier to see what unit they are.
Yeah, I guess in troops it would make a difference, but in the siege weapons that we have, it's only one unit.
I mean, the siege weapons are already pretty big. Have you
Yeah.
seen like the size of the modern battle tank when you build one?
yeah,
It's like as big as the tiles.
it's quite large.
Ooh. We get so many adjacency bonuses. Look at that.
It's
It goes from
crazy.
47 up to 52 on the adjacent ones. Plus 10 from synergies on district, plus 10 on adjacent exploitations, 9 from infrastructure, and 23 from empire. Where do we get all of these science bonuses? Oh, this one should be a good one. 44
Do
surrounded
we
by
still have
3.
elephants over there?
Hmm?
Do we still have elephants over there? Is that
Where? I'm not seeing.
on the top right of the screen? I just see an elephant in the top right.
Oh, there. Oh, that's. Oh yeah, we never upgraded them. They've been waiting around.
We've
for...
just been paying. We've just been paying to have these elephants
I
sit
think-
around.
Yeah, I think the last time we almost invented the dragoons, and we're like, oh, we need to upgrade these when we invent the dragoons, and then this week we didn't remember. So yes,
How much have they been being charged?
I mean, 14 and 8, so they would have been more expensive as dragoons. But
Yeah.
it's more like, we could have brought these into. Oh no, they were like on 12s. Wait, but. Oh yeah, no. One of them upgraded into dragoons and the other into heavy machine guns. So I guess they would have upgraded into cannons, and we never invented the field cannon.
Hmm. I was just like, whose elephants are those?
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh, this is probably-
ornamental elephants.
But I think we're kind of ready for some trench warfare now.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
So
though.
many machine guns. So many machine guns.
Eat lead. Strong feelings that next week we'll hear some news about siege. About sieges? Seizures is apparently what.
Well, no, I can tell you, no, there's not any big changes for the siege, apart from, of course, the AI team constantly working on trying to make the AI better, because the AI still does some strange things during sieges sometimes.
Wilkos, is this game better than Civilization? It's different than
It's
Civilization.
different, yes. We wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily say it's better, and also we're not the people to answer that, obviously.
I
because-
mean, isn't you the community the ones?
yeah,
who decide?
exactly. You can't ask us because we're obviously biased.
Yes, we are. But
Not
here's
not
the-
sure what would happen if we said live on stream that Civ is better than Humankind.
Well, but also like as much as Civ is a competitor in the genre, they're also
just-
an inspiration and
Yeah,
a
I think it's just the games have,
historical piece
yeah,
in the genre.
They just have the two games have different philosophies.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are going to be different about the two different kind of way you play.
It is good
the two different philosophies that go into the game. But what do you play on Wilgo's? Wilgo 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if you play on Steam, you can try out Humankind. There's a demo.
True, there's a demo. Though, I'm not sure if the demo will be updated with the Bolivar stuff right away.
The most
and if it's
recent
got
stuff
the
won't be on the
trivia.
demo right away. But if you're trying to just get a feel
there's-
for it,
there's some improvements, especially with like interface stuff that's not there
yeah,
quite yet.
I definitely suggest checking out the demo. Keep in mind that the demo is a specific scenario that's been designed to help people get an idea about what the game is. So it's not gonna be exactly like what the game is like. But also I would highly suggest, if you're interested in like some more of the strategy type stuff around the game, or even just some information about some of the updates that have come, Jumbo Pixel is a really good resource, and he makes YouTube videos.
He has a lot of YouTube.
Made a
videos.
lot so far. So.
I expect, the blog post about the next quality of life improvements went live 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if within an hour or two we have a video about it.
Honestly, that boy puts in a lot of work.
I guess it also helps that with the different time zone, it's for him. It's like he gets up and like, oh, new blog post. And then he
Yeah.
can start working on it, and it's not like if you're in the US, it's like, oh, new blog post, but it's like 10 p.m. I need to go to bed.
Seriously. Next Friday is my birthday. Happy early birthday, Oscar.
Okay, let's
That's
see.
awesome. I hope this next year of birth is a good one.
So let's see about the space station, because I think the space station gives us some events that can give us bonus science.
Excellent. So
Yeah, this one is just
geosynchronous
plus 10 science.
satellites.
Yeah, geosynchronous satellites, they would help us uncover the whole map, but I don't think we necessarily need that, because there's like this bit that we haven't seen, and that's it.
I
It's
think
way
we're
more.
doing pretty good there.
The geosynchronous one is way more useful on huge maps.
Yeah. Will goes, I'm curious, have you played much Civilization yourself? Mass entertainment.
I think this is
Museums?
the one. Yeah,
Cinema.
this is the one with the most important invention.
Stability per population.
Read the title.
Video games.
Yes, indeed.
Gives us stability.
Well, though I guess for you, actually, this one over here is way more important.
Content creation.
creation.
Heck yeah. The content creators shall unite. No, closest onto this type of game is Europe Universalis, probably. But some years ago. Fair enough, yeah.
EU4, European Universalis is good, but it's definitely very different than this.
Didn't you say that Universalis was a grand strategy game?
Yes, it's like, but it has a similar, like, thematically, like, it's
Mhm.
about history, but it's about a specific point in history. And it's a very good game, it's very detailed, but again, it's very different because it's grand strategy. It's more like about simulation and less about, experiencing your own story. Also, this is one thing that a lot of people don't know, because I don't think it's feedback very well. This is where I had launched the space station, and now I'm working on the lunar
Lunar
lander.
Lander.
Just place that. Look at the progress. If you place it on your existing spaceport, you get free progress.
Free progress. I do love free progress.
It's like, what is that, 15%, 20%
yeah,
of the completion? So
Yeah,
that's actually good. That shaved 2 turns of them.
yeah.
And now we put the capital on it, so it only takes 2 turns to finish.
Oh, God.
Wow, our capital is such a powerhouse. Bam, done.
It's because we got that Sydney Opera House going on. EU4 is so heavy on info. It's also a map painting simulation.
And I guess, let's launch the Mars colony.
Heck yeah.
I have something here.
But yeah,
Oh, a nice proposal. Yes, please.
Will goes, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask us. If we don't know the answer, we will tell you as well. Don't worry. No bullshitting here.
Oh, let's get a science agreement. Yes.
Ooh, that'll help.
5% more
5%.
science.
We're the only 2 people left in the game.
Yep.
Give me your science.
Well, I'm sure we benefit more from that than they do, because we probably have the way bigger
What's the
science output.
percentage?
Yeah, it's a percentage.
A phenomenal achievement of
Not
civilization.
interplanetary.
Yep.
Excellent.
Perspiration, collaboration, bureaucracy.
Barrett.
Yes,
And a
this is one of
dozen
the
seconds worth of
important
accomplished.
changes that picking cats of Earth makes. If you pick cats, there will be a little cat in a spacesuit here.
I would have preferred cats, but you know. It's
But yeah,
okay.
it's 1,000 free signs.
You have reached the end of an ideology. Act.
Nice.
Of
We-
all
we
the
could
epithets other
actually-
empires may use for you,
Do we
and
still have the space to
wishy-washy
do it here?
would be one of them.
Yeah, we could just launch a
Love.
geosync. However, you managed to launch it. This is so Delta V inefficient, launching a geosynchronous satellite almost from the poles. Like for the space station, at least you can say, yeah, sure, you want to orbit over the poles to get as much of a view of Earth as you can. Actually, you know, we should actually just set this one to show me only the science stuff, so I can build only the science stuff.
We're actually starting to pump out a lot more science now, though.
Actually, I think we got right. Is there one
Yeah,
of
nice.
these that gives us science? No, I
No.
don't think so. So I guess we'll just research these. Technically, we have 5 minutes. Like, can we get through quickly enough?
10 turns. I mean,
Well, no, it's like 4 turns per.
depends on how fast you can end your turns.
There's a lot of notifications popping up.
Everybody join in. It's done next turn. I mean, hey, when
Just
everybody
because
works,
we can.
when everybody works together, things go fast.
A phenomenal achievement. of
Excellent.
civilization-wide
I covered the entire map now. So yeah,
perspiration,
let's see.
collaboration,
Science.
bureaucracy, and
Give
a
me all the
dozen
signs.
sentences worth.
What do you say to
Yeah,
this?
sure, we'll accept.
There you go.
I guess we can get to the symposium as well, so we get some extra fame from that. Ooh, embrace.
Seems like a fun
Wait.
game. Downloading the demo now, and I'll see if I'll buy it after. Yeah, heck yeah. If you ever do have any questions or just want to like chat about it, you can always go over to Games Together, which is our kind of like community platform.
Reaching the end of an
And
ideology
there's
is
forums. You can do a lot of stuff on there. You can. We have currently votes up for Endless Dungeon, which is another one of our games that we make here at the studio.
Yeah.
But we
Obviously-
might have some votes for.
Well, for Humankind,
sometime.
it's not super like, because obviously being a historical game, like
Yeah.
we can't really do many votes about what's the background of this culture, because that
It's
it's kind of
historical.
already
It's already set.
defined.
Well done. A rigorous application of the scientific.
What do you know? It is indeed round. Look at that.
Try to poke holes in it.
Are you sure it's just not a big disc? What's up? So what do people believe is on the other side of the disc that the flat Earth is?
For elephants on top of a turtle.
No, but I'm serious. Like, they have some.
No, well, I mean,
Pseudo-scientific
I'm
explanation.
only semi-joking as well, because there is a different faith where the explanation is like, yeah, the world rests on
The world turtle. Or
on the
whatever.
world turtle
Yeah.
or something.
That's like an Asian
Yeah,
belief, right?
But I think in this case it's similar with the flat earthers, that they're like, this is very much a scripture focused
It's
attitude.
less scientific based.
Yes.
So they just think science is lying to them, so they just have to believe that the Earth is flat.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't make sense to me, but
there's a lot going on into that, and
You have
this is
reached
probably
the
not the
end
place
of
to
an
discuss it, because it's a very complicated topic, and we have like
Yeah.
1 minute left on stream, and we want
let's
to finish the challenge.
let's get into flat Earth theory with 1 minute left. We're all in the Matrix, so it doesn't even matter. Fair enough.
But is the matrix
Say
flat?
to this
The files are in the computer, Stephanie. Files are in the computer.
Yeah, but the thing is, as a mathematician, I can tell you, but the matrix can have as many dimensions as we want.
But we can't perceive more than
But, yeah, but
3 or 4.
yeah, but even if you have like, two-dimensional
It's like
matrix, it's
4
like
times.
rows and columns. Sure, that's flat.
Yeah.
But you can have three-dimensional matrix where you then stack like different. Basically, if you imagine like an Excel document, you
Mhm.
have like the spreadsheets
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
the different sheets, and the different sheets is the third dimension.
Mhm.
Is that flat if it has 3 dimensions?
No.
So, is the file flat if the matrix is potentially have 3 dimensions?
Hmm.
Yeah, technically we need to stop now, but I think
It's not
we
round for the
can
cylinder. Military laser?
Yeah, that's not just any military laser. If you look at the art, that's a military laser in space. This is like the
That's
iron
Death
cannon
Star.
from Command and Conquer.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's like 8 more turns or something. We can just crank that out real quick. I think.
Yeah, no, I'm
Let me
fine to stay here an extra 5 minutes. Oh, Vex Rios, gosh. That's just gross. That's just gross.
I'm just gonna queue a bunch of stuff here now.
Which, by the way, if anybody hasn't already gone and voted for our current Endless Dungeon vote that we got going on, head over there. You can vote for the backstory of one of our heroes that's coming out for Endless Dungeon.
Usually I wouldn't just be clicking enter now, but really, we're kind of in a rush. So I've just queued a bunch of stuff everywhere and I'm just letting it roll. Oh, come on, yes, it's fine.
You be a part of our
Don't
culture.
bother us, we don't have time for that. Neural implants.
Nice.
You have researched
One
almost
more.
all. I think this is the last one, the fusion reactor.
Let's go.
Come on. Infrastructures. Because I don't even have a fishery.
They never learned how to fish.
Yeah, nuclear power plant, sure.
It's gonna take 6 turns. We'll have it already anyways.
It's fine. Just choose something. Anything. All of these places are so behind and everything.
Global pollution.
To be fair, Kerma, we destroyed most of their, a lot of their things.
And you are the biggest offender.
Just in time. I think we just did research the final technology.
Yep.
But it wants us to queue another one so we can. Well, I guess we should research renewable energy.
I mean, we're just burning
If
through.
we got that notification, and it's exactly 5,000. We hit the.
Heck yeah.
We hit it on the spot.
How will
Like we planned it.
remember the empire you have created and its remarkable achievements? For it is yours that has left the greatest mark on the endless story of humankind.
It says panning onto the places we
I
bumped to
will
hell.
bet that you'll go down in legend as the wise.
Don't mind
Your
the 8
dedication to science
achievements
is nothing
that I
short of
got.
legendary.
for this.
It's not showing up on stream.
Yeah, no, I have it set to
Not
just
all
record
empires are
the
able to
full
gain
screen and
fame
not
like
the
Roman
overlay.
But you did.
I just,
An awe-inspiring
I get like
achievement and a great place for
other
tourists.
notifications too.
Your fame also derives from your religious role. You persevered as a leader of a faith in these difficult times.
Not by bombing the others.
One
Definitely
good
not.
Testament to your perseverance. Part of your legacy was being involved in the longest war in history.
Can we call that a war?
Congratulations. Under your guidance, the thrilling tale of humankind has been rewritten.
That poor
in
city,
your
I
own
know.
words. There may be future adventures and deeds, and even grander scope for this grand story. Regardless, you have left a great mark and answered the question. How far will you push humankind?
Oh, let's see then. Okay,
Well,
yeah, we pulled up a little bit ahead in fame after we started some crap with the neighbors. But the important thing is, let's check that this actually, yes, completed.
heck, achieved
Completed, and also it with the Da Vinci joint, it automatically claims
the reward.
So we did get.
You don't have to
Yeah,
click
no.
the reclaim reward button. You got it automatically.
Excellent. I think this is the first one we actually managed
We've
to
done it on
finish
stream.
because we're not the fastest of players.
Nope. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do next week on Thursday.
Yeah, we will have. I mean, I'm not even sure yet if I'll be here or not because
Fair
I do
enough.
have a dentist appointment on that day, so I might not be in a
Hey,
state to talk.
if you can't make it, I'm sure we'll figure out something
I mean,
fantastic to do.
I mean, I could definitely sit here, but I might not be able to say anything.
I mean, having your presence would be more than enough. Good luck with the appointment. Heck yeah. All right, well, Fam Bam, let's go. What a good stream. We will catch you all next week on Tuesday for some Endless Legend. Then Wednesday we'll have some Endless Space 2, and then next Thursday we'll figure out what we're gonna be doing in Humankind now that we've completed this event. Maybe we'll put Leonardo da Vinci in our game.
And maybe be a little bit less
We'll be friendly.
horrible.
We'll be friendly with Da Vinci. Yeah, we'll be friends. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. Dark Era, are we raiding? We raiding. Let's go. So as we're gonna end the stream here, we're gonna be raiding somebody. So go spread some love. Show them how Amplitude does it. And thank you all for being here. We appreciate having you. Sublustris, 66 feet. Let's go. Everybody else, Axel, Dark Era, thanks for being the greatest moderator. Will goes. So we mostly make strategy games, but I can't speak here. Yes, we basically only make strategy games, but
The exception being Dungeon of the Endless / Endless Dungeon,
yeah,
which are not the same game.
but yeah, if you're curious about any of our other titles or anything like that, you can always go to our link tree as well, and that has links to everything else. So definitely check it out. We will catch you all later. Looks like we're gonna raid Kokore. So let's go spread the love. Thank you all, and have a fantastic weekend. Go take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Play some video games. Go out and touch some grass. Yep, Alinra, you're here at the end. No worries. We have our schedule on Twitch. It's updated Tuesdays at 11 a.m., Wednesdays at 4 p.m., Thursdays at 6 p.m.
Alinra, in your defense, there were, daylight savings changes a few weeks ago, and
It's time zones and
I
daylight
think some
savings
websites
and-
are still confused about that.
it could be that too, but definitely. All right, y'all. Take
Yeah.
care. We'll have a good weekend.